Watch the Great Spider-Man Suit Heist.
Oh my goodness, you are absolutely gonna love this tale. At least I hope so. It's got it all. Big budget superhero movies, theft, betrayal, a surprise twist ending.
Can't be.
It's got those 4 things and maybe 1 or 2 more things in addition to
Jesus,
those things.
I'm gonna come.
This is the story.
This has everything.
Great Spider-Man suit heist. Certainly Marvel's most costly endeavor, with a budget coming in at $139 million,
Wow.
excluding an astronomical marketing budget. The biggest sets, the flashiest CGI, the most upside down of kisses.
I need to rewatch
the stunts,
this.
Spider-Man look. Not to reinvent the imagery, but to simply translate that comic book look into live action as faithfully as possible without it looking hokey. Easier said than done, of course. The process of actually bringing it to life.
I bet the movies
involved
aged
the
pretty well.
handcrafting of form-fitting suits using full-body casts.
I remember it being
for
really
both
good.
Tobey Maguire and the stunt performers.
Cyber.
He ended up taking one of the suits home to help acclimatize his body and mind for the lengthy shoot ahead. Foam muscles were
Damn.
also built.
Prime Toby
crafted
kinda ripped.
and set slightly apart under the suit to create an added consistency to the musculature, plus a little bit more bulk to the character. Raised computer-cut webbing was then added to give the whole thing a 3D look, and a hard helmet-like shell was
He's a
placed
good
under the
sub-axle.
mask to keep a consistent head shape no matter whom was in the suit. And the result? Fantastic. Each individual suit cost $50,000 US dollars. So by that calculation, at minimum,
Wow.
that's $3 million for the Spider-Man suits alone. But realistically, probably more. And wouldn't you know it,
To be fair, 50K is like a
2001,
single Louis Vuitton
4 of
purse
these
now.
very expensive suits went missing. Anyway, it was none of that. The suits were tallied up, and those 4 were deemed definitively stolen. But
Oh.
how? Seems as though were taken from a locked building inside the Sony lot. There was only one plausible
Willem
scenario.
Dafoe.
It was an inside job, but nobody saw anything, or nobody was talking. Either way, Sony did not take the theft lightly and offered up a public reward for $25,000 for the safe return of these items.
Yeah, they'd be hard to sell too.
And we hope this reward will help get them back.
Well, like who you gonna fucking sell a
Whomever
suit
this
to
person
for
or
50
persons
grand?
was, they had gone to ground. Fast forward a year to June of 2000.
Is it tier 1 cruise?
You need some added context for the era that we're in. Without Me, Eminem, Hot in Here, Nelly.
Oh,
Soak Up
God,
the
that was
Sun
such a good
by
song.
Sheryl Crow. Complicated, Avril Lavigne.
Oh,
The
Prime
Impossible,
Avril Lavigne.
Joe
Let's go.
I don't know that one. But look, Spider-Man comes out and it's a monster hit. If you were the person who had the suits, you'd probably think at this point you're in the clear. The studio's focusing on a sequel. They're absolutely besotted with their own success. The cops don't know nothing, and Tobey Maguire is running amok in that celebrity poker scene. You know the one. Eventually having his allegedly terrible antics replicated in the film Molly's Game, as portrayed by actor Michael Cera. That's true, look it up. Then, in September of 2002,
Yeah, apparently people hated working with
the
Tobey
former
Maguire.
wife of one Jeffrey Glenn Gustafson spoke up. In September of the previous year, her now ex-husband filed for divorce. Jeffrey Glenn Gustafson, aged 35, had worked as a security guard at Sony Pictures Entertainment.
Ooh,
Culver City
Jeffrey.
Police served search warrants at both his Los Angeles residence and a location in New York. The second of which being where 3 of the pilfered Spider-Man suits were recovered. The 3 suits found in NYC were said to be bought from both Gustafson and another man, Robert Hughes, aged 34. These guys did it. Well, mostly
Aw.
the Gustafson guy. But it
Yeah.
doesn't end there. Anyways, a recovery for that suit was attempted. But also in possession of Gustafson was a Batman Forever suit, snugly fitted to a full-sized mannequin modeled off actor Val Kilmer from the
Yeah, but that movie wasn't
1995
great.
DC blockbuster at $150,000.
Suit was better when it had nipples. When did it have nipples?
Columbia Pictures.
The Clooney Batman had
No
nipples?
contest to 1 felony.
Did it? Which one was Clooney in? He was in Batman and Robin. That's what it was. Man, I don't see any nipples on this suit. Oh, no, I do. Oh, yeah, there's the little bat nipples. It was just dark in that one picture. Pretty cool. It has a bulge, too. Did it? Like Bible Man? God, I miss Bible Man. We should watch more Bible Man at some point. That show slaps.
Do you think I talked a little bit too much about how the suit was developed up top? I did that to kind of, emphasize how expensive and how important they were to Sony.
The
I'm
suit
trying to
was
craft
cool.
a narrative here. Plus, if I'd have invested... Actually, we're not quite done. Because a website called The Original Prop Blog began a brief online investigation in 2008 concerning the authenticity of a metal Terminator endoskull listed on eBay.
What does
said
that have to
be
do
an
with
original
Spider-Man?
From the Terminator 1984. Thanks, been doing this for 25 years. Most all my props come directly from crew person, producer, director, or FX artist. Also check out www.moviepropsmuseum.com.
God, this
That
is zoomed in
website,
so much
despite
it actually hurt
having
my
folded,
eyes.
Still visible, lo and behold, was registered to a Jeffrey Glenn Gustafson. Is it the same
Ooh.
guy? Well, let's just say at the very least, it's a guy with the same name
He's a
who
prime
is
kick.
also in the business of procuring and then selling rare and expensive movie items. Every Monday.
I need to
Of course, we're gonna
rewatch
be talking
Spider-Man.
about
It's goofier than you remember. I'm sure it is. All movies made back then had some level of cheese and corniness to them, but I think that's what really helped elevate them to a certain degree.